So how do we spot the signs before suicide? I'm Heather Smith from Step by Step Training. I've often heard it said that people didn't see the signs before someone took their own life, or they didn't see it coming. The reality is that in nearly all cases of suicide, there are signs, and there are things that you can learn that will help you to spot those signs and then give you some confidence to have conversations to support people. So who's at risk of potentially taking their own life? Well, people who've struggled with divorce or had the loss of a loved one. Perhaps they've lost their home due to a situation like a fire or a flood. Perhaps they've had some physical or emotional abuse. Perhaps they've lost their job, they've had a car accident, some kind of illness or injury. People who have a history of depression and anxiety are often at risk of taking their own life. And anyone who's feeling trapped or hopeless or alone or have lost their purpose in life can also be at risk of taking their own life. So how might these things look to us from people looking in from the outside? Well, everyone responds differently. Some people get really angry, some people get very withdrawn, some people engage in risk-taking behaviour, some people just become very emotional and appear very overwhelmed. Others become, quite sleepy, they sleep a lot, or they don't sleep at all. There's some subtle signs there around that. People might give away things or say goodbye in texts or letters or emails. Doctor shopping for pills or researching things on the internet of ways to kill yourself. Talking about killing yourself is often a sign that there is somebody struggling, and that's an open door to you for you to have a conversation. So what would you do if you suspect someone is thinking about taking their own life? Well, the first thing is you need to be very patient and calm and ask them very directly, are they thinking about taking their own life? If you're not confident to do this, then I must encourage you to find someone who is confident to have that conversation. Don't minimise or dismiss their problems, and don't be glib about it. Don't say, oh, don't worry, it'll be okay. It won't be. It isn't for them. They can't see that. Try to summarise what they're saying back to them, and just to ensure that you really understand what they're saying and they really understand, they're being understood. And you can't promise to keep it a secret. You must instead express your concern and help them to get the professional help that they need. Support them to contact places like Lifeline, like the suicide callback service. It may even be that you need to ring 000 if they've actually taken something when you've come across them and they need immediate medical help. Offer practical help where you can, such as cooking and cleaning, maybe driving them somewhere, and friendship support is a big thing. Give them hope for the future. Let them know that they're not alone, that you're there for them. You don't necessarily feel what they're feeling, but you're there to help and you care about them. And finally, never underestimate the power of you telling them how much you do care. If you want them in your life, ensure they know that you will miss them if they do go ahead and take their own life. I'd like to thank you for your time, and this is Heather Smith from Step by Step Training.